The rise of environmental awareness has led to criticism of some international fashion brands, which are now being accused of polluting the environment through their manufacturing process. One of the well-known brands is now working with a German organization to place recycling boxes in stores, where these clothes are later processed and remade into new clothes or padding material.
Taipei's Xinyi district is crowded with many international fashion brands. Some worry that Taiwan's market may not be big enough to sustain all of these companies. In 2016, Taiwan's textile industry output value was about $12.8 billion with imports of $3.3 billion while the export value was $9.9 billion This leaves domestic demand of $6.2 billion The answer is simply that local consumer purchasing power is indeed quite strong.
We received 16,882 kilograms of clothing. We feel this figure is quite good, but we can still do better with more efforts this year.
This fashion brand entered Taiwan in 2015, and to help counter the charges of being a polluting company, it stationed recycling boxes for used clothing at each of its shops. It accepts any type of clothing brand and even gives out discount coupons for those who utilize this service.
I will wear clothes for 2 to 3 years, which is a little bit old, but they're still in good shape as I put clothes in my closet, which I wear a little less.
This old clothes recycling box was in fact set up by a German environmental organization called I Collect, or ICO. 7 brands around the world work with it, but in Taiwan there is only one such company that has set up a recycling box. It stresses that old clothes and even old shoes can be made into new clothes, or at least a filling or padding material. This type of sentiment is already quite common in Europe and the United States. In Canada, we see a well-known outdoor brand in downtown Vancouver, which has an ICO recycling box at the door, and all of the company's stores in Canada cooperate.
They can put their used apparel or footwear or any outdoor apparel, and anything used, they can bring it in the box, and then we give them a coupon, so they get $10 off the $100 purchase in our store.
ICO is trying to lead fashion retailers to close the loop when it comes to the clothing industry. That is, when consumers buy new clothes, they are encouraged to recycle with these materials being used to make new clothes, which is a sustainable life cycle.
If we had such standards and regulations, and then with the cooperation of these brands to promote this, we would really see the domestic market developed.
However, current limits in technology and the complex amount of clothing material used means that ICO has just a 30% recycling rate from recovered clothes. And for recycling cotton, these fashion brands still have yet to achieve 100% recycled cotton usage.
In
terms of cotton, today's technology to recover cotton fiber still means that its length and toughness still lag behind virgin cotton. This means that the percentage of recycled cotton in jeans is only about 20%.
In this lab, they are seeking a breakthrough in the use of recycled cotton. Here they use principles of oil and water separation, as the screen here is made from recycled cotton.
The film is very porous with a large surface, so its absorption capacity is very good. So we can do the oil and water separation.
Fengjia University has a team of 8 professors working on a material recycling program, with the sort of cotton filter technology being just one process.
The cotton from discarded clothes is put in this iron solution and dissolved with the addition of water, allowing the cotton to separate quickly.
Does this really magically work? Let's look at this test on a piece of cotton which is added to this iron solution, and 15 minutes later the fabric is completely dissolved. Now this solution is cellulose, and after adding a drop of water, white cotton fiber begins to slowly float in this solution, which is recovered cotton. Similarly, this cup of cellulose can also be reprocessed. It's as fine as a spider's thread and can be extruded to produce a non-woven film that can be quite useful and even filter industrial wastewater.
我们可以再利用一些
We can reuse some of the polymer modifying technology to make these thin films have new functions, such as strengthening them to enable it to absorb some pesticides or other contaminants.
At present, this project is still in the research stage. However, use of blended cotton material can be mixed with polyester fiber to become raw material for injection molding machines to make cups or bowls. This means that old clothes can be transformed into something else. These researchers hope that in the next 3 or 4 years, this technology will be able to help solve the difficult problem of clothing recycling.